Cinema originally originated silent, thinking of the masterpiece film Modern Times by Charlie Chaplin. In fact, the films were not silent during their screening in theaters. A pianist, an organist, or in the best cases, an orchestra accompanied the film with music and served as a soundtrack. The introduction of sound in films occurred after the invention in 1914 by Italian Giovanni Rappazzo from Messina. With his brother Luigi, he had a cinema, an open-air theater with 2,000 seats, and Giovanni was the projectionist. During the movie screening, Giovanni heard screams, whistles, and noticed that the images of the film were running in reverse. He solved the problem, people calmed down, and the orchestra that was accompanying the film started playing again. At that moment, Giovanni Rappazzo had the realization that the sounds he heard could potentially be imprinted on film. An innovative and brilliant idea. After much research and development, he filmed ships crossing the strait and recorded their sounds. In 1913, for the first time in the world, he projected that film in Messina. It was the first film with sound. He perfected the invention and presented the patents in 1921. The very first patent was the phonofilma, a 35mm film that carried 2 audio tracks, revolutionizing the film industry. The second patent was an electric sound detector for cinematography. In summary, it was used to control the speaker located behind the projection screen. The third patent was the phonoelectric vibrator, a micro-incandescent lamp system suitable for tracing the 2 soundtracks on the film. His invention, the electrophonograph, aimed to be industrialized and gained satisfaction from many people and companies in Italy and abroad. However, the sound film appeared uninteresting at that time. The sound was considered expensive, and the speakers of that time were not performant enough for that particular type of use. The audience seemed to prefer the silent film with the orchestra. Following this, there was an economic crisis, and Giovanni Rappazzo lost his job and unfortunately did not have the money to renew his valuable patent. Later, an American named William Fox, yes, I'm talking about the founder of Fox Film Corporation, became aware of the patents that Giovanni Rappazzo had not renewed. He took all the information that was explained in detail and obtained a patent for a system that he named Movie Tone. To do this, he used Giovanni Rappazzo's project, and a few years later, silent cinema ceased to exist. With this, the first Sonoro episode ends. Stay updated, subscribe to our channels. Thank you. See you.